Hey everyone, welcome. On August 15, 2021, I almost died in a hiking accident. My family and I were exploring Panama Rock in southern New York, not far from the line with Pennsylvania. While climbing a boulder with my brother and some other people, I fell 15 feet. Everything went black as I hit the rock face first. Even more so because my child was due in a month, this event changed everything. At first, I thought I had missed out on her whole life. I was being surrounded by darkness and feeling scared, anxious, and alone. It seemed like a very long time, like I had been stuck in that space for thousands of years. I heard a voice in the dark. It was my voice, but it wasn't quite right. No matter how tired I was, it made me want to get up. I had to decide whether to hold on to my bad feelings or focus on showing my family love. As I fell, time seemed to drag on. My mind went straight to my daughter, my family, and the things I felt bad about not doing more. I felt bad about how bad things were between me and my dad and wanted to make things better. I thought I had lost everything when I hit the rock and passed out. As this out-of-body experience in the dark went on for what seemed like an endless time, I became more and more thirsty and hungry. I was getting tired, and I couldn't wait to see my family again. I imagined how my parents, brothers, and children would look, like I had a choice: go back to them and tell them I love them, or let go. I chose to go back and tell everyone I love them. I wanted to get back in touch with my dad and ask him to forgive me. I was back in my body as soon as I made that choice. Before I opened my eyes, I talked to myself. I thought everyone was there, except my dad. I thought our relationship was tense, but to my relief, he was the only one there when I opened my eyes. Everyone was shocked. It took my brother longer to get to me because he was on the rock when he got there. The fact that my dad was there by himself, even though I thought he would be with other people, felt very important. It felt like God had shown me something. After a month, I was taken up again, which scared me because I couldn't fully explain what happened. During this process, I felt alone because I couldn't connect with or find someone who understood. Lots of worry came from not having answers to my questions. All of this took place in August and September 2021. My girl was born in October 2021. After 3 weeks, my dad showed up out of the blue to give her gifts. We were the only ones at home. I used that chance to ask him to forgive me. In a symbolic way, I had always asked him for $10,000, but he never had it. As soon as I realized this, I told him I was sorry for what had happened, and we made up. Knowing how short life is, I wanted to make things right between us. Making peace with someone was the start of a new part of my life. In October 2021, I had very clear ideas. One featured a huge library where I easily learned new things. Another one showed souls looking for meaning in a dark place. I went into a world of bright light and deep peace, and I felt like I belonged there. These visions taught me how important it is to understand and care about other people. The next day, I started to forget about these things, as if they had never happened. I no longer feared death after feeling its calm. I believed that energy lasts forever and was okay with the fact that life changes. It felt like I was standing next to the sun, and its energy filled me up fully. I felt like my inner energy was fully charged for the first time, and everything fell into place. I said, "Okay, I get this now." I thought that the sun might very well be the galaxy's center. What would there be without the sun? A lot of people are looking for a sun, but we might be better off understanding what a sun means as the base of everything. All of us are linked, and the sun is what makes everything possible. The sun starts and ends everything. I haven't had any more visions since then, but my knowledge of life and how we are all connected has grown. I have learned that everything in nature is a picture of God, and that if you're in nature, you are part of God. Some people might call what I went through an ego death. Letting go of my ego helped me see that I'm a part of something much bigger. Our egos make us believe that they need us when they really need us. They trick us by making us afraid and threatening us from within, telling us, "Don't do that." It was very important to learn how to let go of my ego. During my meeting, I thought I was going to die, which broke down my ego. It seems like God has something bigger planned for me. This sadness was a gift that helped me value the good things in my life. It helped me understand what faith really means. A lot of people have different ideas about what faith means, but I think it's about becoming more human, not more spiritual. We're here to learn about being human by making mistakes, growing, and learning. To get better every day, we need to learn tolerance, kindness, honesty, trust, and the truth. That's God's love and word. I never read a book. Instead, I learned from the world around me. The good, the bad, and the ugly are all shown by nature. We couldn't see the good if we hadn't been through the bad. These days, it's not just good versus bad. It's also about facing your fears and making decisions that are good for all living things. Kindness and love are very important because what we do now affects our future. Before my daughter was born, I did a lot of research on my dad to learn more about his past and how he interacted with other people. I let go of fate and accepted God's plan and my own choice. I now think of people as being a part of nature and the world. Self-love is important for giving others your all. Our growth depends on learning from facts instead of what we think without question. Nature teaches us important things about living. Even though I used to be skeptical, I now see faith in things like the wind, which keeps all living things going. I learned to value religion's love-based lessons as I went from being an atheist to a spiritual person. In today's broken world, it's important to look for shared ground and keep an open mind. Many people have the wrong idea, but after a lot of research and deep thought, I've come to think that all life on Earth is equal. It's a lie to think that one person is better than another. Everyone is the same and can love. If you want to find God's word, look inside your heart. Who is it that says your heart is bad? It's there for a reason. God is love and love lives in the heart. This means that home is inside. Everyone has a different idea of what heaven is like. The golden rule is very simple. Treat other people the way you'd like to be treated. That's all there is to it.